I've always got involved and tried to help the community because I came as a refugee. And so with that, whenever there was an opportunity to work and help the community, I was there. So as I was helping, I realized that there was a need for housing. In the Bay Area, housing is very, very expensive. So a average house in Pleasanton is like $1.2 million. So when I was helping the refugees, I realized that there's no way that they could make the ends meet with even an apartment. $1,900 was not enough. It was too much for these people. So then I dived more into like, why is it? How could we do it? So I got into the position 3 years ago where I became a housing commissioner. And the more I studied, the more I learned about the laws, I realized that it was not fair, and it was not in there to help people who are poor or minorities and make the ends meet. So we actually pushed those people out. And in a way that actually the police in our city actually puts the homeless, they used to put the homeless in a taxi, in a one-way taxi to a different city, so they didn't deal with them. So I wanted to, work on those issues. And the more I got to know the Black Lives Matter, the movement of Black Lives Matter, and also the COVID kind of brought all of this up, that, there's a systemic racism, the redlining that has been an issue. And being an outspoken person, I talked about it. And my faith basically tells me that, you have to work on these issues. If you know that something is wrong, you have to speak about it. That's what the prophet said. And if you can't speak about it, then know in your heart and know that, do something about it. And if you can't do anything, then know in your heart that it's wrong. So I'm doing things about it. I'm speaking about it. And, for us, the Black, white, minorities, we're all one group of people. So we have to be working. I have to watch for the best interests of the Blacks and minorities as well. It's part of my religion. And then on the Surah Al-Kahf, it talks about, your children and your wealth, or the beauties of this world. What's better for you is your good deeds. So those are the things that I have basically, it's in my heart every time I go out to talk about it. And so once I go on, so this is part of this whole working with the community and being a Muslim. My hijab is my identity. When I walk in, people judge me for being looking like this, or being like this. I want them to go beyond and see the good that the Muslim community bring into in the society, and not just be judged by the way they look, or the way they're perceived on the media, or on TV or the papers. What I would say to the young Muslims there, I was telling my 19-year-old son, I said, hey, take a year off from college and run for this position. I'm there to support you. I'll teach you everything I know, and you will do great. And he said, Mom, this is your fight. You go and do what you need to do. I said, okay. I think the next generation, they know what's up. They know the rights and the wrongs in the community, and they can do a lot more and more effective than what I can do. They're connected, they're involved, they know how we should teach them how to do it. So I think that this is one thing that they're missing more than anything else, is they don't know how, because we're part of, most of us are immigrants in this community. So we have, as long as we teach them how to do it, they'll be able to do it, and they'll be successful much better than we could be. And that's what I would say to them. And also, if you're going to vote, everybody should vote, obviously, in this time. We have to vote. So when you're voting, vote down the ballot. So when you get your ballot, for example, you don't just look at the presidential, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and everybody else. Go down the ballot and, go ahead and vote for the Eric Swalwell, like for the representative, the Senate, the Assembly, the judges, and then down the mayor and the council members. So down the ballot, vote. And if you don't know how to vote, find the party that you're affiliated with, or Democratic or Republican, whichever one you're affiliated. Go down the ballot and vote in line with them. At least you'll make a big impact